Love, a deep-seated emotion that has shaped human history and culture, transcends mere feelings and finds its roots in actions, commitments, and traditions. From the early marital customs of ancient societies to the symbolic rituals of enslaved African Americans, love has always found a way to express itself, even in the face of adversity. It's a powerful force that binds individuals together, driving them to make profound commitments to one another. Through traditions like jumping the broom, love not only celebrates the union of two souls, but also honors the resilience of those who came before, emphasizing its timeless nature and the enduring human need for connection and belonging. From the ancient sands of Mesopotamia to the bustling streets of modern cities, one institution has remained a cornerstone of human society: marriage. As far back as 2350 BC, in the cradle of civilization, Mesopotamia, marriage wasn't simply a union of hearts. It was a legal contract, a binding arrangement to establish property, lineage, and inheritance. As time progressed, this institution of marriage was embraced by the ancient Hebrews, Greeks, and Romans. But let's be clear, most didn't marry for the fluttering of hearts or the spark in their eyes. They married for economic liaisons, to consolidate power, to forge alliances. There were intriguing customs. Parents marrying a child to the spirit of a deceased sibling to fortify familial bonds. Remember Isaac and Jacob from the Bible? They married cousins. Abraham, he married his half-sister. The Greeks, they saw merit in young kin marrying, driven primarily by economic reasons. By the 11th century, marriage had evolved, yet remained transactional. It was about seizing an economic or political advantage. But what really is marriage? Marriage, in its essence, is a union, recognized culturally, legally, and often religiously. It's a bond between individuals termed as spouses. This union doesn't merely concern the couple, but ties them to rights and obligations, extending to their children and in-laws. Jumping the broom. An African American tradition rooted in slavery. In the tapestry of African American history, one symbol stands out when it comes to marriage: the simple yet deeply symbolic act of jumping the broom. The act is simple. A couple jumps over a broom, typically placed at the threshold of their marital home. But why this act? And where did it originate? The roots of the tradition can be traced back to West Africa. Among some tribes, it symbolized the sweeping away of past wrongs or warding off evil spirits. But for the enslaved Africans in the Americas, this tradition took on a new and poignant significance. During the cruel era of slavery, African Americans were denied many rights, including the legal right to marry. In the eyes of the law, they were property, not people with feelings, hopes, or dreams. Yet, love persevered. In secret gatherings, surrounded by their community, enslaved couples sought to honor their union. Without legal documentation or the blessings of an official ceremony, they turned to an old African custom as a testament to their commitment. They jumped the broom. This act became a public and communal proclamation of their love. The broom, often handmade and decorated by the community, symbolized the setting up of a new household. Jumping over it marked the couple's entrance into married life. After emancipation, as African Americans gained legal rights, including the right to marry, one might expect this tradition to fade. But it didn't. Instead, it evolved into a cherished tradition, a nod to ancestors who loved fiercely against all odds. Today, many African American couples choose to incorporate jumping the broom into their wedding ceremonies. It's a powerful tribute, a symbolic bridge connecting them to their ancestral past, acknowledging the struggles of those who came before, and celebrating the hope for future generations. From the heart-wrenching days of slavery to present-day celebrations, jumping the broom remains a profound testament to love, resilience, and an unbreakable bond of community. While nearly universal, the definition of marriage isn't static. It has been fluid, changing across cultures, religions, and epochs. In many cultures, marriage is the sacred threshold before intimate relations, while in others, it's a bond forged out of love. Modern times have seen shifts, especially with the push towards ensuring equal rights, breaking barriers of interfaith, interracial, and same-sex unions. The institution itself remains, even as its form and acceptance diversify. Ever wondered about the term marriage? It traces back to Middle English around 1250-1300 CE, which in turn finds its roots in Old French and Latin, symbolizing the act of uniting, of providing a partner. But definitions are manifold. Some anthropologists define it in relation to legitimacy of offspring, while others emphasize the rights it establishes. Yet, a universal truth remains. Marriage, in its various forms and definitions, has been and remains a significant institution, intertwining lives, families, and societies. In the grand tapestry of human history, marriage has been a constant thread, ever present, ever evolving. As we look ahead, one can only wonder, how will this age-old institution continue to shape our futures? Love. While societal norms, rituals, and ceremonies have evolved, the core essence of love as the foundation of union persists. From the ancient rituals to the symbolic act of jumping the broom, these traditions underscore the undeniable truth that love should be at the heart of every marriage. It is this very emotion that propels us forward, bridging gaps and transcending barriers. In a world inundated with reasons to drift apart, may love always be the anchor that draws us together. Thank you for joining us on this journey through time and emotion. If you've been touched by these stories and insights, please subscribe for more enlightening content.